Alright, here we are with Ravenloft, The Conspiracy at Krezk, Season 2, Episode 3. We are in May 2018. I am Devin the referee, and to my right we have Explain Why.
Peter as Jack Angus.
Kevin as Asher.
Tyler as Phineas.
Mark as Radu.
Alright, gang, what happened last episode?
We got to the village of Barovia, and it was fun.
We had... Sorry, go ahead.
Some of us met some apparitions of old family members as we crossed through the mists, and were gently escorted away.
Good lord.
We went to an orphanage in the basement. It was a little creepy, and we found out some stuff about this guy.
We rummaged through, old orphan stuff.
And then we met the enemy, and the enemy is ourselves. Well, them.
As always.
You encountered another dead body. Hey kids, do you want to see a dead body? Yes, after encountering ghastly apparitions that wore your face and used guns, you have walked away from a conflict worse for the wear. And just as we promised last session, listeners, we did those integrity checks, and both Phineas and Asher have dramatically failed.
They opted a dramatic fail.
They opted for dramatic failure, and because of the way the rules work, the beat pool is very much full as the session begins. 4 to 6 beats already in there.
Yep.
So, Asher, what was the integrity failure condition you took?
He took the fugue state. Fugue state. So, if he encounters something that reminds him of the traumatizing event, he kind of just blocks it out and loses track of things.
It doesn't happen.
And Phineas?
Phineas took the madness trait to represent his slowly loosening grasp on reality in the face of all of this new supernatural developments, which gives the storyteller a dice pool that can be used against me.
Yes, I have 4 penalty dice I can throw at Phineas, Insano dice, to cause him to fail. Yes, Dr. Link Sano. To cause him to fail. And the fun thing is, as you guys are hurt by these conditions, you gain more beats!
Aha!
Ah, beats!
Making it all worth it.
For sweet, sweet beats.
Crazy.
Look, Peter, we're doing what your article said we would do. We're farming and not role-playing.
Yeah, we ought to have dramatic failures, guys.
Anyway, some of you have lethal injuries from various sources. Some of you are very badly hurt. And you're in the middle of a field, and there's bodies you've buried.
Phineas shot me.
Other Phineas.
Phineas shot me.
The fuckery sets in.
The fugue sits in. So, dice playing. So, what do you guys do? You're still in that field. You still have gunshot wounds. It's still a nightmare.
That looks like it hurts.
A bit. Can we go back to town?
Yeah, I think I need to look after you guys. Somewhere clean.
Should have seen this coming.
Why?
He coughed and there was a bunch of birds. That's never good.
Did we actually find anything worthwhile?
Yeah, Ragu, what did you find there?
Did you call him Ragu?
I don't know. Isn't it Ragu?
Fucking-
Radu.
Fucking pasta sauce.
He doesn't get the joke.
Hey.
I don't know, it feels like it was weeks ago. No. Let's see, if I remember correctly, oh yes, there was a place for kids to play and there's like a bunch of furniture and toys and stuff carved from the soapstone, and there was this. And Radu pulls out the, what is it, like a carved
Impression of
the
Mothman.
Yes, there was like a scary drawing on the floor of kids holding hands with the Mothman. There was other stuff in there. Do you guys remember what was in there?
books.
Let's see.
There was a bunch of toys. There was books, small furniture. There was soapstone, toys, and like carvings,
Maps
maps.
and carvings.
I remember books too.
Stuff that was related to scenic overlooks and stuff.
That's right.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, well, it was totally worth it then.
Totally.
The sun has begun to go down in the valley. The ravens cry their horrible cry.
Wait.
Morte. Morte. And, yeah, are you just heading back to the village?
I think we'll stumble back towards the inn. Sure.
You know, it's bad luck to be walking around outside of a village in Barovia after dark.
It's especially bad luck tonight because of the widow's moon. Dark, dark tidings for anyone who goes outside tonight.
During the widow's moon.
Yes.
Very good.
Oh, quick, let's get back.
It's
You
one of
didn't
those
have- I'll be
Evil
happy
Dead
to-
style giant moons starts coming up over the valley.
Angry face on it.
No, okay. No, Peter, don't be silly. This game is serious. But as you're walking along the path back to the village of Barovia, talking about unluckiness and dark times and widow's moons, Asher, you trip.
Okay.
There was a small cord, maybe it looks like it came from a lute or piano wire, tied across two trees on the path. Everyone else stepped over it but you.
Who the fuck? Ugh. Gonna reach back and just kind of rip it out of its whatever it's tied to.
Something flies out of the brush and hits you wherever you want.
Jaw.
Face, very good. It is a snuff box, like a small little like wooden box with stuff tied around it.
What the hell? Alright, he's just gonna sit there in the dirt where he's laying. Why not? And just kind of pop it open.
It looks like it was buried, so like when you tripped over it, it came loose from the dirt. When you yanked it, it came the rest of the way through. That's why the wire was taut. There are children's teeth, a few Barovian rat tails, like the little coins, and what looks like a little tiny drawing done on parchment in ink.
Hey, I might have found something accidentally. Sounds about right.
Perhaps your luck is changing.
Oh, was that Newt's box?
What, she followed us here through the mists?
Maybe.
Like 8 days away, like a week away.
Maybe she
Oh, sorry.
was an orphan here and then moved somewhere else.
She's still kind of orphan age. I mean,
Yeah.
just gonna unravel that parchment.
It looks like it was written with very lopsided writing, and it's a series of limericks that talk about an unlucky woodsman who cuts his own head off on his own saw. That's all rhymey and limericky and dark sounding.
Huh.
Do I know of this this legend? This seems like the sort of thing.
It's not a legend, it's a limerick. It's like someone singing like little songs about an unlucky like woodsman,
Okay.
like an unlucky carpenter.
It's not like a famous story.
Well, it's like something kids would know because it's a limerick. It's like one of those things like, you know, Bloody Mary or...
Yeah.
I don't know kid
that's-
stuff anymore. I've been a
that's-
kid for so long.
That's why that's why I've guessed because I mean it's the sort of thing Reddy would know. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. It's something you know. It's not like a legend. It's just like things kid talk about, like the Freddy song.
Yeah.
It'll
Also-
get you and stuff. I haven't seen the movie in forever. I don't remember how it goes.
So in fact, it's also the Tin Man's origin in the books. Huh. There's no orphans at the orphanage, are there?
There are no orphans at the orphanage.
At the moment.
Have we seen any like children running around? Or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're kept by their parents or indoors or on the farm under watch.
Huh. Guess it's their treasure trove of lost teeth. That's something like you do, right?
Of course, it's you always keep your lost teeth. That way, you can't throw them out because the witches get them, and you can't leave them under your pillow because you know the fairies will come in and stab you.
Yeah, sounds about right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna snap that shut. Guess we're taking it with us. Also, money.
Or bad pennies.
Oh wait, they're actually bad.
The rat tails and yeah, they're all tarnished and have that weird black kind of ichor rust on them.
In they go. And off we go.
Off you go.
What's
You get back to the village of Barovia, people are going in and shutting their doors and boarding their windows. And if you don't get inside, they will lock you out and not let you in.
We head back to the inn.
Yep.
That's a real thing. If you're outdoors before the last call, they will shut the doors and not let you in for any reason. Like their own mother will be screaming at the door and they will not open it.
Of course.
That's everywhere in Barovia.
This isn't like a thing in Barovia. Like the doors are shut and you just hear your child's voice outside.
Yup, doors are shut, windows shut, no one gets in. Like the keys are hidden somewhere, or someone throws them somewhere, or whatever.
You should have an emergency shelter in town that's got it's closable in case. Nope.
Nope, that's public. And if it's public, anyone can go into it.
Yep.
So you get back to your inn with your gunshot wounds. Your open gunshot wounds.
Let me give you a hand.
Yeah, thanks. If anyone's staring at us, he's just hunting accident.
No one's staring at you.
Good. They better not.
Don't ask, don't tell.
There's no one downstairs when you come in. It's all locking up for the night.
Oh, huh, yeah. Fair enough.
Well, let's get you looked over.
All
Both
right.
of you guys.
Peter's gonna do some medicine.
Rolls.
Yay! So, I guess I can't treat Finn yet because he's still got wound penalties, which is too much for my holistic awareness magics.
I need to stop by the donkey on my way in anyways to get some gear off my bags.
Oh, yeah, the barn's accessible and stuff.
Yeah. So I guess I'll treat Asher for an hour.
Alright, so do you have enough medicine to make this a hospital setup?
I mean, I got my doctor's bag, I suppose. That's good enough for a first treatment, I suppose. Probably will have to get more.
Sounds like Dex plus medicine then, which is what's field surgery is, field triage.
Okay.
This modern medicine is fascinating. You're telling me you just prescribe laudanum for everything.
So dexterity plus, that's even better roll for me. And
Well, fuck you, Chief.
so I'll spend my inspired condition.
Oh, there we go.
So start regaining my willpower. And the beat.
Another one for the pile. More noise, Peter.
Noise.
Just fucking pour them out and let them sit. You're not gonna roll forever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, which means I'm getting inspired again. And I downgraded your lethal wound into the bashing.
Perfect.
Did you only have one lethal?
I had
How
3
many?
lethal.
Alright, well, it's bashing, which means only the rightmost box heals first, so I think in 15 minutes that...
Well, yeah. So the one that's most in you, yeah.
So in 15 minutes it'll go from bashing to nothing? Or do you have to heal all the lethal first before the bashing heals?
I think the
Man, I don't know.
the smallest wound gets healed fast because it's the fastest to get you out.
Cool. So, yeah, what do you pick up from that donkey?
I'm getting all the old Mothman equipment. The whole
The portable little radio you
receiver
built?
and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna just.
Oh,
fire
perfect.
that up.
Perfect. Bring that back in.
Yeah, bring that back in.
Awesome.
I'm gonna try and do it subtly so that no one else notices.
Yeah, sure. He just comes back in.
I don't know what the radio is, I'm guessing.
Oh, no.
It's technology.
It's crazy magic.
It's crazy man's technology. Used to be mad science.
This is not going to go great.
I think only certain countries actually have stuff like radios in Ravenloft.
The radios are not common.
The one where they make Frankensteins all the time.
I think it's Mordant or Lamortia. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever the Griffin Hill house is. Anyway, so are you going to be treated by Peter?
Can Peter treat me?
No.
I mean,
It's impossible.
I mean, again, if I'm looking at my holistic awareness, I need
Can't you just
proper...
do normal stuff? What does holistic awareness even do?
Like, basically, I can use stuff you can gather in the woods, whatever, as medicine.
Oh, okay.
So unless I have some proper, cocaine or something to give him,
You don't want to use your medicine bag. You lose that equipment bonus.
yeah. I mean,
Gotcha.
I could.
I got you. I understand. This is more important.
I mean, I assume I get bandaged up though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did already there, but yeah, I can't downgrade his wounds with intensive care.
Okay, so, yeah, you guys are hanging out. Do you want to compare notes, go over your clues, do whatever, be investigators? I don't know. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Ghosts.
I think we have enough of those clues to crack this mystery, this first layer, was it?
I would solve a mystery.
Also, I want to show you those teeth and be like, did these fall out naturally, or were they torn out of a child's skull?
I mean, there's a baby teeth, so they weren't taken out, they just fell off
I
naturally.
mean,
right?
even if they were torn out, they'd probably just pop all the way out. They're baby teeth.
Yeah. So,
They're old, though.
yeah,
A couple weeks old, maybe a couple months.
that's not that old. Years old.
And there was there was the limericks in there, and there was something else, wasn't there? The bad pennies as well.
Yeah.
But-
Bad pennies. Like 3 or 4 of them.
And they're just straight raven claws. They don't have any Pythagorean
rat tails.
engraving. Rat tails.
Yeah.
They don't have any Pythagorean engravings or anything on them.
But they have that same weird, like, oozy tarnish on them that the old weird coins did. Do you keep those coins with your regular coins?
No. I think after the first few times I learned.
Alright. Because, yeah, that will spread.
Yeah.
That will spread to other coins. Like, guaranteed.
Given the time period between when I found the pennies and when we started up again, I'm pretty sure he found that out very quickly. And
Very good.
I stayed very far away from him. Just on general principle.
It's fair.
that's a wise idea.
So,
Well,
I guess we start comparing all our notes and gathering everything we have on the same table and start piecing this puzzle together.
Alright, compare notes, gang.
So, I found this sketchbook that this kid was writing. You know, it's a lefty's hand because it's smeared like, left-handed writing. It had some sketch of the landscape that we found today, which led us to finding the impression of the Mothman and the other books and maps of the kids in the play area. And it's a diary of the kid. That's one of our clues. What did you guys?
Yeah, and he also built a cabin, but he also he has enough of a tie to this area that he wanted to stay, and he built a house, a permanent dwelling, which means he must have also been working here and getting some kind of income for some period of time. But then he left to go to Krezk to work as just an unnamed miner.
I mean, you don't need that much income to build yourself a cabin in the woods. You just have an axe and enough time on your hands.
But I'm saying it seems like he's got a clear tie to the land. There's something about areas here that's important to him. He built a domicile, but then why does he leave?
To kill? Far away from his resting place?
That didn't start until well after he was at Krezk, when he had the accident in the mine and got that stuff into an open cut.
Okay.
That's when he started seeing the demonic stuff, and that's when his whole killer persona developed.
Oh,
He was fine before then, as far as we know.
Okay.
I didn't see any evidence that he was particularly violent.
In the underground clay area, wasn't there drawings of the standing stones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
So yeah, we do have also the soapstone sculptures we found. And there were more soapstone carvings in the kids' play area.
Did we find the deposit of the soapstone? I can't remember.
You did find several deposits, yeah, and the one they were using to pull soapstone out of.
Yeah, pretty much in that area.
So we still need to visit the cabin?
Yeah.
Now that you know about it, yeah.
The boy had a witch hand, yeah?
Yeah.
Which makes his writing really noticeable.
Yeah.
What about the limericks here? Is that the same kind of handwriting? Or
Compare it.
Not his handwriting. The handwriting for the lyrics are very like weird and lopsided. Like someone was like holding a quill or a pen like on the tips of their fingers and just being loopy-loopy with
Whimsical.
it.
Okay. So yeah, not that. Yeah, I guess we'll have to go to the house, the cabin in the woods.
Do you want to solve this part of the puzzle?
Do we have enough evidence to do
Yeah,
it?
you have 5
or-
clues
Okay.
to build a psych profile.
Yeah.
So, do you guys want to like one by one do questioning, or does one person want to lead the investigation? How do you want to play this?
Not me leading, because I don't know the rules for this.
Well, it's not rules so much as
Okay.
we're abstracting you guys solving the mystery because it's in 3 stages to build a serial killer psych profile of the killer.
Okay.
So these clues all help you because you have his diary, you have his drawings, you have information about him. This lets you build a kind of fairly robust psych profile of him as a kid. So how we'll role play that out instead of me giving you like handwritten stuff is you'll talk to me as if I'm him as a kid, the character, and we'll role play that back and forth. He's mute and can't talk, but he's going to talk because it's an abstraction.
Yeah, true, right.
If this was like a TV show, there'd be like an interrogation scene in like a police headquarters, but it'd be all in your head.
Yeah.
Because you guys are pooling
We'd be
your
doing
stuff.
this in our mind palace.
Exactly. It's all abstract. This is what you guys are doing while you're talking and building a psych profile of him.
Yeah.
So, who would like to lead that, or do you guys kind of want to take turns or whatever? Or like, I know Tyler. I think your character was like the guy with the magnifying glass. I always imagine him as the guy.
I think we should all take turns.
Sure. All right. Interrogation room. You got all your clues. Abstract. It's abstract, guys. It's not literal.
Yeah.
And you have. Do you guys remember his name?
Yeah, we meant. What was that?
'Cause I do.
Listen. Light spark.
Lysan.
Lysan.
Like Lysander. All right, little boy Lysan in the little police interrogation chair. He's young. He's scrappy. He has like scars all over his throat and face from Scarlet Iago. Scarlet Fever. He looks like a shitty orphan, like one that is not having a great standard of living because Barovian orphans.
How do you feel about the Mother Superior?
She's okay. She's nice. She's mean though. Like, she doesn't let us really. She gets mad and she'll like tell us to clean up or that we can't play after hours. She's kind of hitty. She doesn't like me writing with my left hand. It's mean.
Why do you like drawing landscape so much?
They're nice.
What was
It's
your-
calming.
What was your childhood like?
It was fun. It was nice. Ma and Pa were good. And then they went away. I was sad. I'm lonely. The other kids don't like hanging out with me because I can't talk.
To what point in his life are we able to ask questions? Like how
Pretty much up to him being like a late teen. Like that's all like his him leaving the orphanage is where it cuts off because that's all the information you have of him.
Okay.
You never hit anyone, did you?
Yeah, all the time. We got into fights. When the kids
you
were
never
shitty.
seriously hurt anyone, did you?
No, Mother Superior was pretty good about breaking it up.
That's why you ran off to the creek all the time, yeah? Everyone
Yeah.
was mean to you. You'd be there alone.
Yeah, it was like a place, and some other kids helped me carve it out. We had a little place that was our own. We could stay after dark.
When did the Mothman first appear to you?
One of our guys got sick. She was like fainting and stuff, and like got bit by a bat.
Did she get better?
Yeah. The man came.
Who is the man?
He had bat wings and glowing eyes. And he made your teeth click. It was like having a bee in your ear.
What did you want to do once you were too old for the orphanage?
I just kind of want to be alone. It'd be nice just to have a place to just rest and draw. Somewhere by a lake, somewhere by a river.
So is that what you were doing in your cabin? What were you doing in your cabin?
Cabin?
He didn't put that till later.
We only get till when he leaves the orphanage.
What kind of things did the Mothman tell you to do?
He told us not to eat. It's hard. He doesn't talk, but we weren't supposed to eat the Mother Superior's food one week. and she ate it and she got really sick. And she had to get help from the other priests.
So generally, the things you're being told were by the Mothman were things to keep you alive and little things like
I
that.
guess he was kind of like an angel. He told me not to go underground, so I didn't.
What's it?
He told me to stay away from men with pointy ears.
Did you stay away from men with pointy ears?
Yep, every time I would tell the Mother Superior. Then she'd scold me for being out because she learned that I was out with the Mothman. She came the bejesus out of me.
Mother Superior doesn't like the Mothman very much, does she?
Mother Superior doesn't really like a lot of things that are fun.
So what are you doing at the stone circles?
Oh, those are fun. I'm not really supposed to talk about them, but they're all around. So people will tell me about them. Or one time we went on a trip to Krezk. The Mother Superior had to go, and she couldn't leave us with anyone. There weren't that many of us, so we all went together, and I snuck away.
Ooh.
There's a circle out there, and it's nice.
Did anything happen at that circle?
No. There was an elk there. It looked a bit weird, but I stayed away from it. I just drew it all down.
When did you meet men with pointy ears?
Oh, I saw them in Barovia. You see them once in a while. They come from the Boyars, or they come from the garrison. Some of them are pale, some of them are angry, but Mother Superior tells them to get out.
Do you have any other hiding places you like to run off to, other than the stream or
The stream, it's where I go to be alone and draw. If you go upriver enough, it eventually splits into a little clearing, and no one really hangs out there, so it's a nice place kind of just to relax. He's talking about where he built his cabin eventually.
So I guess me knowing that we're doing something that was a ghost, I'd want to have a leading question of like, oh, what's your favorite thing to make him think about his feather, probably.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So what are your favorite things?
I like my drawing book. It's just nice to draw in it, and Mother Superior likes it. She encourages it. She says that if you work with your hands, that's good, and I'll have to do that now because I can't talk.
Yeah.
People will think I'm dumb if I... She said that people are going to treat me like I'm stupid, so I should probably just get used to that and figure out to do something on my own or for myself.
Okay.
Do you remember anything before the orphanage?
Yeah, there's my mom and my pa.
Did you grow up in this village, or?
Yeah.
And they died?
And what?
And what happened to your mother and father?
They got the sickness, like I did.
Ah, then they died and buried. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Were you always mute?
No, I got sick.
And that's when you were okay. Right.
So a lot of the kids at the orphanage make fun of you, but there are obviously some that you go into your hiding hole with.
Yeah,
Other
I
ones
made
who
friends
also love
eventually.
Mothman. Who are those friends?
He rattles off a few names.
Okay,
Just not off the top of my
write
head.
those down.
Well, I would have good questions.
I think that's good enough. So we have a lead to one of the feathers, and
You have one of his feathers if you've kind of angled this right. It's the sketchbook.
yeah. Okay. And yeah, other than that, we'll have to go investigate the cabin and see
Like
where
out
the
in the woods.
Cabin in the
cabin in the woods, stone circle, and yeah, I think those are our 2 leads right now. Yeah.
There you go.
Solid leads.
I think that's it.
All right, you want to end the interrogation? No more questions?
Yeah.
Light goes dark over young Lysan, and we return to the room that you guys were all in.
Do you have any threes? I thought for sure we were playing cards or something.
Yeah, because you were like, just shooting the shit about what he was like.
Yeah. So did you bring that equipment here for us,
A little
or
portable
or is
that
it-
you and the Delisius built.
is it hidden somewhere just for you?
Yeah, I was kind of keeping it on the down low.
Okay, fine. Well, I guess tomorrow either we rest up because you guys are in bad shape, or we can go to the cabin.
Yeah, and I mean, I gotta say, like, that was pretty narrow coming through there. You really helped me out a lot there. I want to show my appreciation, maybe buy you a drink.
I just did the digging. It's no big deal. I mean, I'm not going to complain about a free drink, but,
Well, I'll buy him a drink. I'll buy him several drinks.
Sure, there's someone downstairs just hanging out.
Yeah, as drunk as I can get him.
Oh
Just bring the barrel.
Right. I'm going to say that's going to satisfy my, my
Affliction.
called my virtue, or my vice then, escapism.
Ah,
Do whatever it is that satisfying your vice does.
get willpower.
Willpower by getting
Ah.
super, super drunk. And
See
not
if he's
talking
getting
about
drunk.
things. Definitely not talking about the things that happened.
Yeah.
And then once he's kind of hit the sauce pretty fully, starting to fall down, I'll help take him up to the rooms, and then grab my device and sneak out the window.
You little shit.
We're gonna sneak outside?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
shit.
outside. And I'm
Well,
going
this
If
to-
only I hadn't
Possibly
slipped my
I'm
bad
bad.
penny down your shoe.
Does that fulfill any of your conditions?
I'm looking at the condition.
One of them was that you have to do something stupid, and I think that's what
Yeah,
you did.
yeah.
So
I also think it fits my vice, which is obsession.
okay. So
What was that condition you had? It was spooked or scared?
Spooked.
And you're saying this clears it out?
I think if I go through with this,
Okay.
it clears it out.
I mean, okay.
Alright.
Oh man, I sacrificed this drunkard soul.
You were spooked.
And then I'm going to prowl through the deserted streets and try and inch as close to the edge of the mist as I
Oh
can.
my god, you're doing this.
And then hunch over and turn on my device and start monitoring it for signals.
Alright. So, yeah, that's spooked. You fulfilled the condition of spooked. This is the stupidest thing I've seen so far.
I really hope. Because if you didn't close the window, then things can just get in where I'm, drunk and incapacitated. If you close it, you're not getting back in.
Let me in.
Yeah.
Can I come in?
No.
We'll get to that.
You little shit.
We'll get to the ghost.
Oh fuck! I mean, that probably will be a beat.
Oh, we'll get
Oh, you guys.
it. Oh, no.
And see, this is why I like Chronicles of Darkness, because it encourages you to do such things. I
Right?
got mechanics for such things. Just imagine doing this in
Fucking
Savage,
Savage
World.
World? It's like, no, I'll shoot my 800 laser magic ones at him.
Like, can you put that
I
on,
took magic.
Can you put that on the grid?
Put it on the grid. Am I shaken?
Where are your miniatures?
I'm visibly shaken.
Here, let me draw your in for you. That's tactical.
So, Phineas. Lucky Phineas. I think Phineas means lucky in Irish tongue. Or it means hero. You're stumbling through, like, are you in the interior of the mist or are you going to the exterior?
I'm going to the edge of it. So
The edge of
I'm
the
not
Is that
going
appropriate
into the
music?
mist. Because the mist is in a ring.
Yeah, it's a donut. So you're going to the wall of the inside of the donut.
Yeah.
Not the inside wall.
Right.
The edge. Okay. All right. The mist hangs sickly around the perimeter of Barovia. Windows are shut. There are some lights on, but not many. There are no animals to be heard except the clicking of insects and the wings of bats and the distant baleful howl of hounds. What are you doing?
As soon as I get maybe 10, 15 meters away from the edge of the mist, I'll just hunker down and I'll pull out the device that we built back when we were trying to contact the Mothman.
Little Izzy has helped you
Yeah.
kind of refine it.
And
So-
just start looking for signals.
Yeah, you got to kind of wrap some things around your fingers and kind of spin it like a cat's cradle because there's like a little resistant magnet in there to get a current going.
Okay.
So you're just kind of. It looks like
wind
you're.
it up.
It looks like you're doing like a monkey box or whatever it's called, but it's more like you're doing thread stuff.
Okay.
Eventually, you hear beeping coming over it. It's clearly Morse code, but you don't know what Morse code is.
Okay. But I can scratch it down in my notebook.
Yeah, you've kind of have an understanding of this before. Jack sometimes
I mean,
talks about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But eventually, the slow beeping eventually starts turning into a voice. As you get, the closer you get to the mist, the stronger it gets.
Okay.
So you're on the threshold. What do you do?
Inch slightly closer.
You're on the threshold. You're as inch close as you can. What do you do?
What can I hear?
It's a voice, but it's very broken up. But it gets much sharper as you get closer to the mist.
Extend your hands.
If you go into the mist, if you cross that threshold, you won't die. By the way, that's not how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. It's when you try and walk.
It's when you try to
through
leave the exterior wall.
Yeah. I will walk into the mist. I've come too far to turn back.
All right, it starts clearing up dramatically. Hold up! Hold up! Gotta kind of adjust it. Initiative, massive goodbye, boys. Hold up, boys. Harbor. What do you do?
Just keep listening.
You move deeper in.
Or does it sound like Jack tongue?
Sounds a little bit like Jack tongue, but you can understand it. You're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I can't quite make it out, so I'm gonna have to go a little deeper in.
All right, you go in deeper. Hold up the train. Ammunition ship afire in harbor, making for Pier 6 and will explode. Guess this will be my last message. Goodbye, boys.
And then nothing.
A ringing sound. The same sound from before.
Okay. I just keep listening. Keep
Hello?
recording, writing in the notebook.
This is the operator.
Hello, operator.
Hello, how can I connect to you?
I'm looking for my mother.
Maternity ward, that'll be... yes, Klondike 5. One moment, please. Hello, this is maternity ward at Klondike 5.
Hello, this is Phineas.
How can I help you today, Mr. Phineas?
I'm looking for my mother.
All right. Well, there isn't any Mrs. Phineas here at the office, Mr. Phineas.
What's her last name?
No.
You're a wolf crying in the distance.
Why did you leave us? We made contact and we were working together, and then you disappeared.
Are you looking for Lost and Found, Mr. Phineas?
Yes, lost and found.
Let me transfer you through. That'll be... Let me see here. Lost and Found. That'll be over at Mountain 7. One moment, please. Ringing again. Hello, this is Mountain 7. Lost and Found. How can I assist you?
I'm looking for guidance. We worked together in the past. I want to work together again. I want to serve you.
Guidance. Let me check what I got here. A lot of things came in today. A couple of notes, some teeth, a little bit of dental work, some coins. One moment, please. I think I have what you're looking for. It didn't fit in the box, but it's still warm. I'm going to have to transfer you up to shipping and receiving so you can sign off on it. You did want to sign off on something, right?
Yes, I want to sign off.
One moment. Voice clicks in and sounds like your mother. Hello, this is shipping and receiving. We're at Hotel 4.
I'm looking to sign off.
Oh, Phineas, Phineas, it's you! Wolves in the distance, you can hear them.
I'm so close.
You have a package waiting. It came up from Lost and Found.
Where do I get this package?
Phineas, what did you get? Phineas, what is this? Oh my god, it doesn't fit. It's so warm.
Where do I go to get the package?
Phineas, you're gonna have to sign off, Phineas. I don't know why you would. This thing is horrible. What are you doing, Phineas? Why couldn't you just stay in your house? Why couldn't you just be a normal boy?
Because I have to know.
Oh my god. What's that in the background, Phineas? You have to run. Phineas, you have to run.
I'll put down the radio and just kind of look around.
There is a rather large shape in the mist with large red eyes on 4 legs.
Signing off.
I think now's a good time to run.
You take your...
Oh, I take the thing.
Yeah. Alright. This is probably going to be, what, stamina athletics?
Oh, I mean, there's a whole
There's also
running
a
mechanic
pace-
here.
Oh, yeah. That's
I don't want to have to stop to look up a whole mechanic here.
Remember the chase thing? I
Yeah.
especially have a merit for that too.
Chasing is fun.
Do you have a merit specifically for chasing?
No.
Alright, well, let's fucking just do stamina and athletics right now. We'll look it up.
And don't forget the fact that you're critically injured.
-1.
Those fucking dice penalties.
Oh, is that a single dice or is that a chance dice?
It's a single die.
Use your willpower.
I'm going to use my willpower. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll note your willpower.
This was the best. Well done.
Well, I
No.
contacted the Mothman again. I'm considering
job.
that a success. Next time, I have to plan ahead with some questions.
And maybe making that your aspiration.
There you go.
One success.
A success.
A
Perfect.
success.
A successful roll. It's a binary success exceptional. Okay. You take off. The wolf kind of walks lazily on the ridge it was on and kind of comes into the light in the fog. Its mouth is giving off that fog. It has bone spurs coming out of the top of its head that kind of splinter off almost into a crown of bones. And it says a word in like Old Baylock, which, Phineas, you being a learned man, a scholarly sort, someone who knows things, you know what that word means.
What does it mean?
The wolf barks out, meat. Alright, Fog Wolf is chasing you. It's you're ahead of it right now, but it's going to run you down. You need to make another successful roll to get out of here, but you're at a pretty bad penalty right now because it is going to definitely catch up. What would you do to get an advantage and get away from it out of the mist?
Throw your radio.
Cut off your arm. And throw it.
I have some volatile chemical concoctions on me.
Sure you
I would
do.
probably pull one out and try and make a makeshift Molotov.
Like light a fire or put like bleach and whatever together and throw it behind you.
Toss them together, throw it behind me.
Alright, what do you got? You got craft, academics, science. What are your skills? What would you imagine this would cover?
This would very specifically be under jury rig.
Alright, so make a jury rig check.
With some craft or something?
Whatever jury rig is, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. 4. 3. And I'm going to spend willpower on this again.
More willpower. You don't want to get fucking eaten by a wolf.
A very smart
You
move.
can take it.
I cannot take it.
Dice.
Wow. One can make a success.
Isn't that an 8 over there, or is that from a different?
That is an 8. Yeah.
So
So, 2. Success.
Success. Alright, the explosion separates the two of you. You don't see what happens to it in the fucking Blair Witch style running and huffing and puffing in the dark. But you get past the fog wall into the village of Barovia proper. And where would you go? Because you can't go inside.
I'll run back to the barn.
Alright, the barn is sealed.
On the inside.
I'll run back to the window I left from.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get there. But there's going to be a counterpoint to that Mothman thing. You see, you know what? No. You see something on one of the roofs. Something bright and tall. Something tall with almost like a spotlight top on it. On a roof.
We'll run towards that.
Do you like shimmy up the roof?
I'll try.
You can do it.
Okay.
It's easy.
I'll shimmy it.
You get up onto a roof. It's like 2 stories, so it's like an awning, and then you have to get up. And then when you get up there, there is nothing there, of course. There never would be.
Right.
But there is a book. It is a Webster's dictionary from Jack's time. The dictionary only has one word over and over again, and it's the word regret, and its definition printed over and over. It's a misprinted book. And on the inside cover, there is some sort of contract printed in English with a signing page on it.
Can I read it?
It's in English.
It's in
Do you have English? No.
Did you take English?
I'll tuck it up and put it in my jacket.
If you look down from the building you're on, there seems to be a figure with like light, glowing kind of strobe light eyes, and what you can make out to be a hand extended.
Got a sign.
There is a pen on the inside of the book cover. A pen, an actual pen.
I'll sign the contract.
You sign the book and toss it to it.
Yeah, I'll sign the book and I'll toss it down to it.
Alright, when you toss it down, you see, like, you very clearly see the book go into his hand, but your eyes kind of unfocus. Like, your eyes unfocus, and one of them goes red as a blood vein pops, and it's not there anymore.
One of my eyes?
No, him. Your eyes are both
okay.
there. We're not playing the take away an eye game. Your eyes very much play, but a blood vein burst.
You're not Odin.
Well, we'll come back to you, Phineas.
All right.
We'll come back to you. Dark times are ahead.
I just made a friend.
So that's a breaking point.
Does that fulfill your aspiration as well or something?
I don't know. Check it, Peter.
Investigate the operation in the mists.
Yeah, I think that qualifies.
Oh shit! Yeah, look at that. Beats.
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 So you were saying something about the breaking point?
Yeah, this will be a breaking point, but
Okay, later.
we'll get there. Asher.
Oh, joy.
Asher, you're drunk as fuck because of all the, the wounds and the fevers, and also drinking water kind of makes you angry.
He hasn't drinking any water. He gets super pissed if someone tries to offer it.
You've been drinking.
Oh, yeah.
It's a liquid.
Liquid.
Anyway, you're in the inn that you've been in your whole life, obviously. That fucking Cat's Cradle Inn.
Yep.
The window is open and it's a draft. It's cold. You hear someone outside. Asher! Asher!
Shit. Did you lock yourself out again?
Yeah, could you let me in? Can I come in?
Yeah. Shit.
Thank you, Asher. You hear
Yeah,
a fuzz
one sec.
sound and a clicking sound. When you were going to the window, it was closed.
Oh, shit.
I guess I'll stumble downstairs and,
Oh yeah, you got up and the window's closed. You were drunk seeing things.
Okay.
Alright, you guys are downstairs doing whatever it is you were doing downstairs when Asher stumbles in. Drunk.
The fuck are you guys still doing here?
Still flashing the round of cards.
Alright, one sec. He just stumbles over to the front door.
Oh wow, the guy behind the counter pulls out his gun.
Yeah,
Step away, son.
What?
Yeah,
Where's,
Rowdy immediately runs over and grabs the guy and starts pulling him back.
you... New employee?
You don't open the door at night!
Migraine. Scream again, and I'll... She's outside, though. It's not safe outside. That
I
thing
don't
that's been
give a
around.
fuck.
Fine. My mistake. Excuse me. Just gonna head back upstairs.
You two best do your goddamn best to take care of your drunken idiot friend. Fucking strangers. Look what you almost did.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Outsiders, different people. You'll bring a curse, you'll bring unluck and disarray to us. Get out of here. Get back to your rooms. Who had the aspiration to get yelled at?
Yeah, I did. For being a curse and a jinx.
You are, because you're different.
I'm gonna head for the window.
Yeah, I'm
Windows closed.
gonna head over to the.
I think we're gonna take him
I think the three of you are going.
Yeah, it's just
to his room.
No, really, she's outside. There's wolves. I really gotta get her in.
She? Who?
didn't. Wait, do they? We all have different rooms.
No, it's like one big room.
Oh.
Yeah, what was
So the
coolest
question, the obvious question is, by the way, where's Phineas?
I
Did
don't
he go to bed?
I thought he was passed out
I
on
look
the
at
bed.
his bed. I look at his bed, probably like filled with some pillows. Oh? Or how did you prepare? Did you just
I'm just
go?
writing a note that
That's fine.
says. I'm just writing a note that says I'm in bed.
Nothing. Oh. I don't think he's around. Oh.
You hear what sounds like a muffled rock slide out in the distance.
You said you heard someone outside.
Maybe he sleeps with a donkey. He likes a donkey.
No, I don't judge.
Fuck.
What? It's a warm animal.
If you go out at night in this village, you will die. It is known.
Well, then I guess we best stay in. Don't we, Radu?
Yes.
Yes, we'd all best stay inside. Asher kind of sits there on the bed and kind of stares at the two of you.
The window is closed and the little locking bar has been placed down with it.
You two should go to sleep.
I'm going to point out to the smarter characters among you that if Phineas left through the window, he would have been able to lock it.
I mean, if you slam it.
That's not how it's set up.
Yeah.
That is not how the lock bar is set up.
Okay.
Then it would be easy to assume he's just in the barn.
Yeah. Probably in the barn.
Oh, good.
I mean, he did go for the donkey. Yeah.
The donkey has a name.
What's its name? Quick, go.
Bartholomew.
There it is.
Bart. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed. It's been quite a day.
You guys all go to bed.
We all go to bed.
Okay.
John
Do
goes to bed.
you hunker down on the roof, Phineas?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit tight.
Alright. Eventually the sun will come up.
Eventually.
Rocking back and forth.
Okay.
Have a good night.
The new day pops up. People who sleep gain back willpower.
So you got the three of us.
Willpower. So that's a breaking point, Phineas. Talking to your dead mother, begging you, asking what you did, being chased by a monster wolf that's trying to kill and eat you, seeing a Mothman.
Signing an unholy eldritch contract.
All of that. That is an
What's in the
integrity
box,
check with a
Phineas?
-3.
What's in the box?
Annika, that's who.
Okay.
That's the voice I heard.
There you go.
Okay, well, roll your. What's your thing?
What do I roll for that?
Was it?
An integrity check
Resolve
is
composure?
rolled with resolve plus composure,
Is that willpower?
-3 penalty.
So 2 dice.
Get your madness penalty.
I know, right?
I mean, that'll be.
Resolve,
Sass.
exposure, so 2 dice.
I'm gonna chalk off an insanity dice. Make that 1 die.
Right, it's a success.
Oh wait, how much of a success?
Just a success.
All right, you're good. You can choose the guilty, shaken, or spooked condition.
With a
Spooked
success?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it spooked you, man.
No, I think I'm shaken.
All right.
Actually, no, I'm guilty. I did.
Right.
I did expose everyone to a potential terrible death. So
I'm really bad at protecting you from this shit, 'cause that's supposed to be my thing. You
really bad at my
got me
job.
fucking drunk so that you could get away.
yeah,
Piece of shit.
so transparent too.
Well, a new day dawns. A new start.
Asher has sobered up enough to realize what he tried to do last night and leaves the inn by the window.
When you open the window,
Mm-hmm.
you notice up at the top right of the sill, there is a tiny child handprint covered in soot. It looks like it was pulling itself in. And
He just kind of leans back in and closes the window and does not bring up a single thing of that.
just clean that off.
And it was never mentioned again.
Yeah, actually, he cleans it
Down
off.
in the vault.
Into the vault.
So what, the little raccoons again?
Yes.
He doesn't mind the raccoons. If they weren't... He'd probably let one in if it was like knocking on the window. It's like, oh, hey, it's the little guardian monster that, protected us.
Hey,
that one
it's
time.
you. I got rabies.
Fucking swarmed with like 19 raccoons stinging, biting them.
Well, the joke's on them. Did get rabies.
And they're all like throwing up. Asher, you fucking fuck! You disease-ridden flea bag.
Oh yeah, it's all that's about him being hungover that he's, feeling really sick today.
You're really dehydrated.
Oh, beer will solve that.
You go upstairs and get a drink.
Yes.
There you go. Phineas, it's not light time. There's light on your face.
I will ease my aching body up out of the huddled position that was clawed into the roof, and slowly descend and make my way back to the inn.
Sure thing. Hey, there's Phineas.
Anything else? Did you enjoy sleeping with a donkey?
I sure did.
See? Told you.
You had us worried. You thought you had slept outside. You certainly would have died.
Yeah, no one would survive that.
Here, have a breakfast. Hardly over.
Yeah, see, he's fine. Nothing happened.
Yeah. Nothing at all.
I'll hunker down and eat some food.
All right, so you do. So you're all together.
I'd say we should go for a walk to that cabin.
Yeah. Are you good for that, Phineas? You look still hurt.
I'm a little sore, but I think I can manage as long as nothing too strenuous happens.
Look, we have limited funds. There's no way we can just stay at an inn for weeks on end to recover. We've got to figure this out and go.
I mean, like how many of those elven rings did you bring?
I mean, a few, but I can only do that trick so many times in a village before people get wise, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, just pay with one ring, for a whole week.
We'll go today. We'll go check it out.
Okay.
Oh, if we could stop in the village market.
Oh yeah, simple enough. I mean, we're just outside of it.
You could do that. You could definitely do that. It's
I have a
early
rabbit's foot to the gut.
in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Can we head to the marketplace? Yes, your rabbit foot is waiting. It's been like tanned and fluffed up.
Oh,
And put
excellent.
onto a
Thank you,
little
thank you.
chain and stuff and capped.
Yep, I handed over some cash.
You already did, I think.
Oh, that's right.
You already prepaid.
No
Thank
shit.
you. Very good work.
Thank you. It's good to have this.
This
Yes.
is good luck.
All right. So now let's ready to go and take on the.
Should we ask whether there are any healers in town, perhaps?
There's a church
Ooh.
of the Morning Lord.
Well, maybe we should stop by there see what they could offer you, Phineas.
Yeah, make a little donation.
We'll be like,
Yeah, sure.
okay, we
think
just
that would
check
be
to see if
helpful.
you're under any major curses right now, and
Ouch! Burning, burning!
Itchy, hungry.
as you step into the Morning Lord's church, you burst into flame.
No, the Mothman is a benevolent figure.
Yeah.
How do you know it was the Mothman you were talking to?
I do
Towards
not.
the Zeno. I mean, sorry, wrong church.
Yeah, we go to the church in the morning, Lord.
All right, let me just pause for a sec while I just refamiliarize myself with this specific church. And we're back. So yes, the first church of the Morning Lord ever, the original branch. the Sanctuary of Blessed Succor in the village proper. It's a little bit to the outskirts. It's east-facing to greet the crimson, rose-quartzy sun that comes up over the horizon. It's a larger church. It's covered in stained glass. It looks like it's well tended to. It has buildings around it like on a campus. And it has a graveyard in the back, and headstones. There are gargoyles. The gargoyles, funnily enough, actually look Ezrite to you guys. Ezrite gargoyles are like monstrous gargoyles, but they're always depicted as fleeing the church, like they're running away. And they definitely look like they're part of the original architecture. Any of you that knows anything about this church or grew up here knows that they were donated from a Church of Ezra because the two archbishops were friends. I just made that up. Yes, it is it's nicer looking than a lot of the older buildings here. It looks like a lot of care is put into this. And there's people everywhere. Like there's a garden, there's people moving through, there's services, guys with bells, people with the symbol of the Morning Lord brazenly around their neck. The symbol of the Morning Lord is a sun coming over the horizon, but it's very, it's a little Aztec or Celtic-y. Like it's just a half circle that has like lines in it blocking it off, almost like if you were to take a slice of pineapple and cut it in half, like a round of pineapple and slice it in half, with those segments, that's what it looks like. Yep. And people are everywhere. A lot of them have spears. That's the weapon of the Morning Lord.
Alright, so we're gonna bribe someone to look to your wounds, I guess.
I don't recommend using the term bribe.
Donation.
Yeah.
We're looking for a healer, for a friend.
Alright, I'm just gonna sit in the pews for a bit.
You enter the church, you guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. There are pews, there are blessing fountains, like holy water and stuff, and places to like mark yourself with the symbol of the Morning Lord. Station of the Sun.
Of course.
Chewie, we're home. And yeah, people kind of just leave you guys alone and go about their business. Like they're nice to you, like they're friendly, but they don't bother you. Church is kind of a thing people like to do on their own.
Is there anyone who looks like a clerk or an
So
ambassador?
many.
Or
There's like 15 of them in this building.
idle up to one of them?
Sure, she's a woman. She looks like she's coming, just coming out of being a teenager. Same kind of Barovian features. Really dark hair that's kind of like shaggy.
I was wondering if there was anywhere in this temple I might be able to see a healer, perhaps.
Are you ill? Just kind
I
of looking you over.
Sustained some injuries while I was hunting.
We could have one of our surgeons take a look.
I would appreciate that.
All right, come this way. She leads into a different part of the church.
Okay.
There are beds. There's a lot of infirm people. There's some kids here. There's a guy that has his eyes bandaged up. There's someone who has their elbow bandaged up because there's nothing after it. There's someone who looks like they have like a really bad cough that's like just covered in blankets that they're like tending to. There's a lot of like sick people here. And yeah, they just kind of sit you down on like a bench area and are just like, where were you injured?
In the leg, mostly.
All right. Well, yeah, they send you over to a corner where you can kind of strip down and they can take a look at you.
Okay.
What? Did you have bullet wounds or like knife wounds or something?
I think I was just
Shotgun.
I was just shot.
Yeah, I was just shot with a shotgun.
From a really weird angle, too.
Yeah.
Super noticeable.
Well, I dropped it. I dropped it and it went off, firing upwards into my leg.
A shotgun.
Yes.
Fired directly up after you dropped it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was on a slant. You should have went down the hill and then...
I think they know not to ask questions.
Yeah, an older man and an older woman take a look at you and kind
Something
of
to
look at
cheating.
the wound, and they're like, oh, what happened? And you explain what happened, and they start cleaning it out and stuff. They're basically gonna, do their best to go on in with pliers and tweezers and then yank out the buckshot and clean it out as best they can, readdress it. itchy herbal dressings.
I will consider this penance.
So,
Oh, getting proper fucking treatment for your injuries, you piece of shit.
so get that
I will
down.
bring out the iodine.
I mean, that's great. I want that. Give me all the iodine you have.
So get that downgrades his wound.
Yeah, they'll spend some time on you and downgrade some of that lethal.
Yeah.
It's like an hour's gonna go by. What are you guys gonna do? You're just dicking around?
Minor prayers. Just a good idea to be in good with any gods that you're any temples you're in.
Your pockets are war masher.
What's in them?
Those pennies.
Oh, more pennies? Or... Oh, just the ones that I collected.
They're A, in your pocket, even if you didn't put them there, and B, they burn.
Fuck. He kind of scatters them. Like, pulls them out of his pocket and just kind of scatters them.
They look like a stick now.
Most of them just kind of clatter on the ground and people kind of look around, but a few of them kind of roll under the pews and just kind of keep on rolling on their side.
Yeah,
Away.
He's huddled up near one of those gargoyles because it's the closest thing to a Edrite church here, so he's kind of feverishly praying and just acting very weird in the middle of this church, flinging those pennies.
Older man approaches. He looks wiry. He looks like he was a farmer for a good deal of his life. You okay there, son?
Fine. Just
You look a little itchy.
a bit. It's fine. Just had an encounter out of the woods. It's nothing.
Got yourself shaken, eh?
Yeah. Just animal attack. You know, it's nothing
This
big.
can be pretty bad this time of year. It's when a lot of the scavengers are out hunting.
Yeah. My friend got the worst of it. He's being looked after.
Well, that's good. You don't want to get an infection. Throw your humors out and all that.
Yeah, you really don't. Kind of scratches at his arm where he was bitten.
You don't look the Morning Lord type. It's
That's
not
right.
a slight. It's just, you seem a little uncomfortable here, and I don't usually offer this, but he takes out a hip flask.
Yes. He kind of like sniffs it, kind of stares at it like he's really hesitant to drink it.
There's like a berry flavor coming from it.
All right. As long as I don't look at it or think about it too hard, I can drink it.
It's water.
I'll pass. It's fine.
Like when you drink it, it's water.
What a piece of shit. He lied to me. Yeah, he just kind of shoves it back. He's like, I'm good.
All right.
Was that
Kinda
holy
pats-
water?
Yeah, it was holy water.
And he reacted weirdly about it too.
He kind of pats you on the bow. He's like, "Wrong pipe, son. Wrong pipe."
Ugh.
It's all good.
Yeah. Just don't need it.
I don't like to touch this stuff. Fish fucking it.
Right? Yeah, he just kind of leaves
From
the church.
kind of nowhere, he kind of pulls out a wine glass with wine in it, like fucking service wine. He just kind of hands it over to you.
Okay, that he drinks down with both hands.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Are you alone? You don't seem local. You seem a little kind of point. He kind of strokes his own ears up in kind of a sharp motion. You seem like you're not from around here, son.
Oh damn. Yeah, I'm here with my friend. He was injured. Also, are either of you two in the chapel anywhere?
Yeah, I'm over in the pews praying diligently.
Yeah, those two.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Why don't you nurse that a bit? Take it slow, and so it's all fine. Just relax. Everything's fine here. Let me go talk to your stranger friends. Watch out for that Reddy. He's a bit of a jinx.
Yeah, that is.
You know what sort of you two are.
Yep. Please don't let my friend.
So your friend got bitten by an animal.
Yep.
He has animal fever.
Oh.
Well, that's nothing. That was before he met me, right? Yes.
No, that was here. On
What?
the way here. Remember?
Oh yes, this is the during the first adventure when I was asleep on the cart or something.
Yeah. You were there.
Yeah.
You were around.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he did.
You should have
We
that.
treated it and it didn't look like much.
Yeah, he's got the water fear pretty bad.
Oh my.
So, Miss?
So, you guys have a cure for that here, or?
A cure for animal fever? No. No.
Uh,
No.
I mean, I've seen some weird things around here, so that was that.
I'm sure you have, but this is not a Daemont Le Carnival. We don't have men joined at the hip jumping through hoops.
I see, yes. Perhaps we will...
Your friend needs help.
Yes.
He's going to die
I've seen,
real fast.
I've seen the black birds. It's true. There's one good idea, I think.
Well,
I just don't
it's
want
got
to
like
say
a
it.
month, and then we have to treat him with some lead.
My friends are real
Mercury
pieces of
sulfate.
shit.
Your friends are shitty Pete.
So calm about it.
I've been in the wars, man.
I've covered wars, you know.
It's the Vistani, right?
Yeah, the travelers.
They sometimes have herbal cures for things like these. If we are lucky and they decide not to cheat us and kill us instead. But these Vistani are generally good. Yes, they're known to be not the
Take
really
your-
birds.
You could take your chances with the guests of Baron von Zarevich. Our community leader might be able to take a look at him, see if the Morning Lord has any guidance. But she's a busy woman since our previous leader, Pior, passed away. I hate to ask, but why are you here? Your other friend has gunshot wounds. Did you have gunshot wounds too?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and your sick friend is walking like he's also been hit. And we heard several. Yesterday was a day of loud noises in our sleepy village, during the day and at night.
Well,
He just kind of slams his cane down as you're talking and catches one of those rolling coins and just kind of picks it up and tosses it in one of those little
Baptismal?
one of the little holy water fonts where you kind of know your head and makes a sizzling and crackling sound.
I told you!
And other things.
I guess I see that he's on the know. Like, well, we're investigating some ghosts that used to live here. A orphan from here, what's his name?
Lister.
Ghosts are a thing that are in Barovia, yes.
Yeah, he used to be an orphan here. He went to Krezk, murdered people years ago, got crazy, died. Now he possessed someone else in the village. So we are looking to put an end to him before he comes back and murders more people.
No. What was that elf's name? Somnus?
Somebody.
Somebody.
Well, somebody says you're good people. I'll put in a word, see what we can shake out, but it goes without saying you'll, and this is just being frank, you'll owe us.
Well, that's obvious.
Just as long as we understand the cost. Because the price you pay if you don't take this cost will be dear indeed. He gestures over to Asher, acting like a
Huddled beneath a gargoyle.
yeah, drinking, fucking spilling cursed coins everywhere.
Well, let us know if the village needs anything. And,
We'll have ways of getting in touch with you. Yeah. He walks off to let you two chat. He comes back and he'll grab that cup from you.
Yeah, he just kind of pushes it away. Not spilling it, just spilling it.
Yeah, after you finished the
Yeah.
line. He says a word under his breath in, I guess it's Balok, whatever the Barovian tongue is. It means wanderer, or homeless person, adventurer.
Murder hobo.
They know what adventurers are. They've got the gist of how it goes down. Enough people go into Castle Ravenloft that he gets it. The Church of the Morning Lord gets it. The original founder of the Church of the Morning Lord was this kind of crazy.
I'm not the adventurer, guys.
That he was.
Lathander?
The Lathander Morning Lord is a god from Faerun that a elf vampire brought over, saved a bunch of noblemen from, and then they all adventured together to kill Strahd. It was real nuts.
So I guess that's it. We pack our things once Phineas back. And
Do you wanna spend another hour under their care for more healing?
If it's possible.
It is possible.
If you
Anything's
guys don't mind.
possible with Hillary in the White House.
I mean, so yeah, I guess you can tell us that you'll be there, and then I can tend to Ash in the meantime, I suppose, rather than waste time. Because
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
I mean, tend to Asher, but you could also just walk into that hospital and like help. You
I
could-
mean, would they let just strangers into?
yeah, they would actually. That's
Okay.
how hospices work.
Okay.
They just let anyone who looks like a main character walk in and start doing doctor work. Have you never been to a hospital before?
Asher's being functional, so it's fine.
Function.
I mean, right now I could already be tending to Phineas's wounds because he went over the threshold. So either.
Also, this is a fully stocked hospital.
Aha! I can make rolls, guys.
Ha
Okay, so
You're gonna donate your time.
yes, I'm going to donate my time and
All
help
right,
my
it's not
friend.
theft because it's a transaction, so you're fine.
Okay.
It's not charity, Peter. It's okay.
Well, my virtue is generous, so
There you go. Your virtue
Wait,
is generous.
You didn't want to use the medical bag on him earlier because you didn't want to waste
No.
it.
It's okay.
I presume I didn't have stuff. I was like, okay.
You have stuff for the adventure. It's just when you use it too many times, it'll be out.
Yeah.
You can spend money to restock it. But your virtue's generous, so you're able to donate your time here.
Yeah,
Get your virtue if you want.
sure.
Alright, you work with these people arm in arm, and you're able to show them some stuff, and they're able to show you some stuff that you didn't encounter, and it's great.
What's up?
Yes, you can get another hour. So another lethal goes down to Bastion. And Asher, they'll take a look at your gunshot wounds.
Oh, cool. That's
You can get a lethal downgraded.
awesome.
Sweet.
I will pray and offer to chop fire with it, because that's really all Radu is good for.
I will try not to
I
bite
love
them.
that. That's great. They
Physical
give you a
labor.
broom and they have you sweep out the church.
For all the pennies.
If you find any of those pennies, you put them in this lockbox.
Just don't dump a whole bunch in there at the same time. 'Cause, that doesn't go well.
Fucking Christ.
Okay.
Anyway, later on, a woman shows up. She looks like she's an adult. She looks like she's in her mid-30s, probably early 30s, weathered-ish. That same kind of weird, shaggy black hair a lot of the people seem to have that doesn't quite match the Barovian ethnic groups.
Can we tell what ethnic group it comes from? As
As
Native
native
Barovians?
Barovians used to identifying ethnicities to discriminate against, yes,
Yeah.
it's very quick. She looks like she might be Vistani.
Interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, she wears she's wearing Morning Lord robes, but they're not richer, but they look like she's in a higher station than the people you've been interacting with. And she has a holy symbol around her neck that looks like it's carved from red quartz. And she just kind of walks in, and it's like, you're doing excellent work. Jack. Interesting name. Jack. Oh, Radu, you're back.
Hello.
Oh, Radu, good to see you.
Yes, thank you. It is good to be acknowledged by you. I will go away now.
She doesn't make like the sign of the cross. She makes like a hand motion, like like a evil be gone.
Yeah, Rowdy knows, and he's just like
Scurries back to his hole.
Scurries back.
I mean, you still have the aspiration of getting in a fight. Or...
Just start fist fighting her.
I don't know why you didn't fist fight him. That was the perfect. I set you up for being yelled at and a fist fight.
yeah, but he was already critically injured.
I mean, what's critical?
I mean,
What is good and evil?
you can add bashing and it'll go down, within the night. So
I mean, if you let him beat the Jim Christ out of you, that's a fight.
yeah, and a beat.
A beating. A beating.
Just over the pinball machine.
Kevin, no.
Oh,
Fuck. Yeah, Jack, Radu, Phineas, and that must be...
He just kind of
Asher.
stares.
Yes.
Yep.
That's our friend.
You're the one with rabies.
So they tell me.
Maybe not, right? I mean, she grabs a crystal pitcher they've been using to, soak rags and stuff. There's not rags in it, they've been using to, cool
Water.
rags down. And she just kind of starts pouring a large glass of water in front of you.
He smacks that away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, you're going to die in a month if you're not treated. So, I'm going to see if I can help you. I'm Kiva, by the way. I'm sort of in charge of this church.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to see if the Morning Lord will deem you salvageable.
Ha. Don't have much history with him, so.
Oh, it's not really about your history with the Morning Lord. It's more the history with yourself. What kind of person are you, Asher?
I drink, I fight, I kill wolves.
Where are you from?
Sure, I don't actually know.
Where are your people?
Dead, doesn't matter.
We come from matters even if they're not around.
I don't know.
You've got a smell about you. Something that some of my associates have run into before.
What do you mean?
I don't like to talk when Radu's around, but you smell like him. Tragic.
He went from looking offended to just being like, oh.
You have a sort of unsalvageable tragicness about you. Like Rad. She says, with an earshot of you.
Yeah, that's what I like hearing.
Also forests. Brisk ones. South of here. A ways away. A place where where wolves hang out on the moors and castles have keening spirits.
Don't sound much different from here.
Subtle things that make the difference. You know, the seasons, the people, how many moons are in the sky, that sort of thing. You look like a 3-moon man to me.
Fair enough. Folks have implied that before.
If you got a second chance, what would you do with it? You're a dead man, by the way. You are. Ticking down.
The wound's festering.
The wound's not going to fester. It's going to go to your brain and boil it. You'll turn into a ravening animal. You'll be no better than a wolf or a dog. They'll shoot you. She gestures to your friends. They'll shoot you. You'll turn like a bad dog and they'll put you in the ground.
There's people I gotta protect. From themselves, and from things outside of their control. It's what I do.
Well, alright. Let's see what the Morning Lord thinks. She kind kind of just puts her thumb and index finger like on your forehead and the top of your head and just kind of grips you for a moment. And her nails are very lacquered and sharp, almost like a talon. Because she's a were-raven.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
And, what was integrity? What's in composure?
Yeah.
Resolve and composure?
Resolve composure. Basically willpower.
Do a resolve and composure test.
Resolve and composure. Do I get any penalties?
Nope, just straight resolve composure.
10 and 10.
At least a success?
At least a success.
Well, maybe exceptional.
See if you can get up to exceptional, but I don't want to look at it.
No, it's 3.
Alright, well, you don't take a breaking point from this, so that's nice. Or you don't lose any integrity from this.
Because it's
so
witchcraft
that's
in my
nice.
brain.
Yeah, you can take 2 lethal as you start vomiting blood.
Oh. Okay.
Like she sidesteps and just kind of guides her head into a nearby bucket.
Good, so I don't affect everyone around me.
I don't think you can do that with rabies, can you? Can you? It's in the foam, right?
I think it's in everything. I'm pretty sure if you injected blood...
Yeah.
He vomits up a good bucket's worth of really, really stale black blood. And, she's like, well, that'll do for now.
For fucking now?
No way to tell for sure. Supplication, piety, and reward, Asher. That's how it works. No matter what church, no matter what cross.
Well, I suppose I owe thanks to you, then. And the,
Oh, not me. I serve a higher power. And he has an agenda. And maybe you fit into it if you can deal with your specter problem. See if we can't move away some of that tragic hopelessness around you.
well, that's our aim too, so...
Oh look, you got cured by the Vistani, just like your aspiration.
Which aspiration?
Wait, who?
Phineas.
Phineas.
Damn it, Phineas!
Treat with Vistani.
Damn your eyes! Damn your Phineas little eyes!
That's what we just did.
By me being
Yeah.
cured, I didn't murder you, so...
That's why I'm here.
So you did treat with Vistani and they'll get cursed, and I help my friends
Ah,
By
beats.
being there, it helped you.
by dragging you to get healed.
You no longer have the rabies condition.
Oh, good.
Woo-wee. We'll just keep that away so your character doesn't die in a couple weeks. Which was definitely
that.
on the table.
Yeah.
A couple weeks of that.
Make your save versus rabies. How many successes do you need? 30.
Alright, well, that ends the church scene. You get treated. They're not going to treat you. You can't. Those wounds are going to take natural time to heal. It's going to take like 4 days for those to go away.
Okay.
She purged it out of all of your organs.
Oh, God. Do I at least no longer feel hungover as well? Because,
I mean, it doesn't. You feel. I mean, hungover's relative. You feel like shit.
You feel empty inside. You want to drink.
I'm low enough on blood that drinking is probably a really bad idea.
I don't want to thin it. What if we added fruit to it, like a margarita mix? He's like, well, there we go. It's fucking chewing through the glass, drinking the sangria bottle like a fish.
Well, I guess let's go to the cabin before it gets too late in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's midday by the time this is done from all the surgery and
Yeah.
the labor.
Let's roll.
That priest has like a sack that has like markings of the Morning Lord on it. And he's just dipping it into one of those fonts, and there's hissing sounds.
All those freaking pennies.
Yeah.
I don't even think I had that many. I don't know where they're coming from. It's a mystery.
All your pockets.
And yeah, how long have you been unlucky, by the way, Radu? Lucky, unlucky, 9 lives. How long has that been going on?
Oh, I
Is that recent-ish?
I
It'd be funny if it was.
sure, whatever is appropriate for the story.
It's been for a few years now. It's recent.
Definitely from the point where he, I don't know, let's say, joined the guard and something.
That meteor shower.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
say that meteor shower.
Yeah, I'll go with.
It's So we have to deal
Oh,
with
it was
that
a meteor
Mothman
shower, and
thing,
I got hit in the.
too. Just like heroes.
I was hit by a meteor. It was a very small one. It hit my helmet.
There we go. Perfect. Established. I'll accept it. Yes, you met Kiva 60 Winters, head of the Church of the Morning Lord, who's definitely a werewolf. She's actually 60.
Does she change her name every year?
No. She's at least 60.
Asher's gonna buy a very, very meaty steak on the way. Not cooked or anything, just red. Start chewing on that because very low on blood. Jesus Christ.
I need more blood.
That's how it works, right?
Give me your blood, Fedor. Oh, wait, you're not Fedor.
Wrong
Jack!
game. Wrong game, Devin.
He's just really low on iron, so this will help.
No.
Minecraft brick of it. Alright, you guys leave the blessed, totally safe Church of the Morning Lord. That's hallowed ground.
So Finney has been feeling fine, nothing bad?
Oh, yeah, Phineas
Why
is
would I be
great.
feeling bad?
He's fine.
Oh, that's perfect.
He was just sleeping with his donkey last night.
I mean, bestiality is a sin.
What sin? What religion? Hey, what sin?
I mean, elves. I'm not gonna judge. We really love our animals.
There was a book, a D&D novel, where there's an elf main character and there's a human woman main character. And they adventure, and because it's a D&D novel, obviously they start to kind of fall in love. And the elf's internal monologue is, I don't know if this is right, though. She's pretty human, and they're pretty primitive. It'd be like me fucking my horse. Because D&D novels are amazing. I don't even know if it was a D&D novel, though. This is from like a decade ago.
But you have like, well, I built a yo-yo and I made it razors on the end, and I put oil of impact in my crossbow bolts.
It's amazing. I would play that character in a heartbeat. Alright, so what do you guys do, you investigators?
We're heading to the cabin.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just gonna pause. So, you guys are heading to the cabin in the woods, midday. Takes a few hours, so it's afternoon by the time you get there.
Oh, great. We might just spend the night there.
You might just spend the night in your cabin in the woods vacation.
Oh no.
So, it is a cabin. It's actually pretty big, all things considered. It's a log cabin. It looks like it's built to last. It has a lot of handiwork put into it. It's 2 floors. Like, it looks like it's a main floor with an attic. Like, you know, it's not a full 2 floors. It is just off where the lake curls away into its own kind of cul-de-sac, water cul-de-sac, whatever it is. Mini lake. I'm not sure what the term is. Pond. It has a porch. The porch has like one of those swings that one of those benches that are on swings on good lacquered rope, lightly banging into the side of it. There are glass windows that have like shutters over them, keeping them safe. And there's a fire pit, and there's like a wood shed and stuff. And it looks like there's all sorts of little things here. This place was nice, and it's very overgrown now. Someone hasn't been here in a few years, shockingly enough. Took a bit of finding. If you didn't know where to look for this, you'd miss this place.
Did anyone ever mention what this guy did for a living?
I mean, he's a miner, so...
Well, that's what I was kind of wondering before when we were talking about the fact that he built himself this whole nice cabin. And so he must have obviously been doing something.
I mean, glass windows.
He would travel with work camps. You guys knew this from the murder mystery kind of.
Yeah.
There were work crews that would like travel around and do like odd jobs and stuff.
Yeah. You know,
Filling bodies for like mining or clearing up the road, natural disasters. Basically mercenary caravan work.
But how far above the social class is the glass windows?
It depends on if he had someone make them or if he made them himself.
probably also depends like with the quality of them, because you might get those, you know, ones from the middle that have that giant ball that, you know, once you in the old days you used to like spin the glass, so you get the nice glass on the edges, and the middle was like the giant ball that nobody wanted, so you put those in, I know, like cottages or something like that. So maybe those cheaper ones.
Yeah.
Or it could be one of the million anachronisms. because the anachronisms are.
It's D&D. It's like modern, right?
Or, you know, he knew a glassmaker and, you know, did work for him.
Yep.
Okay. Should we go and check it out?
Should we start with the house or with that cottage thing separate? The shed?
Why don't we split up? It's day. I can't see that being a bad idea.
Yeah. 2 and 2.
Okay, who wants what?
And check out the pond. I can actually swim, and I'm actually feeling a bit better about water. I need to ease myself in.
I'll check out that shed.
Okay, we're back. And all right, so Kevin, you're going to take the lake, and Tyler?
Shed. I'll go check out the little shed that he's got by the end of it.
I guess we're going to the house.
Sounds good to me.
All right, well, let's get to you two first then, because you're going into the cabin. It's a heavy door. It looks like boards have been put in the front of it to kind of, you know, lock it down for the season. So you can easily remove those and head on in. And yeah, it's a house. There's easels, there's a solarium, there's plants overgrowing everywhere. It looks like he was growing herbs and stuff, like inside like a little kind of light room box area. Full kitchen. Everything's been put away like this place was taken down for a while. Bedroom full of like clothes and books, but things have been cleared away so like moths won't get in and stuff. In the front room, there's a large kind of chest that's on top of a trapdoor that goes to a earthen basement or a cellar, and there's a trapdoor that heads up to an attic.
Okay, well, we'll check the attic first, I guess, because it'll be easier to
Yep. Yeah, let's check the attic.
pull down the sword, the attic door.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No more. Okay, so you guys are going to go investigate the attic. The attic is full of stuff for winter and fall, like tools and whatnot, and it's full of easels and painting stuff. Like supplies for painting and just paintings he's done and like stuff that's been carved and crafted.
Interesting.
So,
Any particular themes in the paintings or carvings?
landscapes. Landscapes and scenery. So, starting with Jack.
Yep.
What are you investigating? What is your investigation set here? What are you looking for?
So, I guess we're investigating an older version of him now, pretty much modern.
This is the adult him.
Yeah, the adult him. So, I guess I'd be interested in, like, what's he been doing with his life, as in where he's been, so for the landscapes, what his sculpture, like, what are his interests, I suppose.
Okay.
All of those.
And what would you use to figure that out?
Empathy?
Well, I do have, again, the trained observer, which means that I'm better at spotting things in general. Other than that, yeah, I do have empathy. I could do empathy roll. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you figure that out while I move on to Kevin. Kevin, what are you looking for?
I'm walking along the pond at first to see if there's anything on the shore, anything that might have been dropped. And if not, I'm going to dive into the pond itself, borrowing a pair of goggles from Bartholomew, because I assume you have goggles. That
Oh,
you
yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can actually see.
Perfect. I'll let you figure out the dice pool as we move over to Phineas. Phineas, what are you investigating? What are you looking for?
I'm going to the shed, and I am going to. I'm going to try my best to put together a picture of what his life at the cottage would be like when he's not working. What kind of tools does he have there? Does he till the land? Does he grow? Did he grow his own vegetables? You know, like what was a picture of his day-to-day life living at this college?
Okay.
Cottage.
Perfect. Figure out what you might want to roll for that as you're kind of thinking along. And that brings us to Radu.
Radu is kind of interested in how this guy got into the occult angle. So, because we've got the Mothman, we got the whole thing. So he's going to be looking around the cabin for any signs of occult influence, you know, religious icons, symbols of the Mothman, any symbology in the paintings.
Something to prove that he's still in contact with the Mothman, or that has
or,
some influence.
or something, or whatever caused him to go into killing. Some sort of, anything that would explain the sort of weird supernatural aspects of why he decided to become a killer.
Okay. Think about what you roll for that, and we'll move on to Peter again. Peter, what is your dice roll going to be?
Wits and empathy, so that's 6 dice. I'll spend a willpower.
Do it.
And inspired condition, of course. Ooh, so many ones.
Kevin, what are you going to be rolling?
I'm going to be rolling Wits plus Investigation with a willpower die.
Anything for swimming? Like you're a swimmer, right?
Oh yeah, I could use Athletics instead.
Sure. I would say if you're swimming in the lake, maybe you do that.
Okay, so Athletics plus Dexterity to swim around, or
Yeah, strong swimming and like holding your breath and stuff. Go for that. And then Phineas.
I'm going to be using intelligence plus craft because I'm going to be looking at the tools and whatnot that he was using while he was living there.
Okay, yeah, go for that. And finally, Radu again.
Is noticing wits or composure?
Wits and composure is for noticing. That's your perception roll, unless you want to use some skill to apply your skill towards.
Yeah, you can kind of pick
figuring
your
it out.
skills based on what you're investigating.
Okay, that's what I was just wondering what it was for. Like,
You basically make it up. Like your skills contribute to the investigation.
oh, okay.
So, like, if you want to do occult stuff, so that's occult plus wits, for
Sure.
example.
Yeah. All right. What did you get?
I got 2 successes, which means I didn't get inspired again. My spell was broken.
All right. Jack got success, and that was. I'm just making notes so I can get the clues.
His interests, landscapes, and so on.
Interests. Paintings. Paintings, right?
Yeah,
Those are-
painting, sculpture, so.
All right, Kevin.
I got an exceptional success. I would like to take Informed as the thing I take.
Sure. That was exceptional.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Exceptional and the lake, right?
Yeah.
Or the pond. Phineas,
I also got exceptional, and
Nice.
I would like to take inspired.
go for it. And you were checking out his tools, like his possessions.
Yeah.
And you were trying to get day-to-day life, or
I was trying to figure out what his ideal life, that cottage, was like. What kind of man he was.
tools. Day. Life. And finally, Radu.
One success, and I am looking for any occult influence.
All right, I'm gonna have to pause again because I gotta think these clues up real quick. We're back. So the 5 of you have all found clues. Some of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of you have all found clues. Some of them a little more sharp and distinct than others. So I guess we'll go around the table. I'll start with our right again.
So
Jack, what did you find?
I found some scenic paintings he did as an adult, and one of them seems to be of the Krezk stones.
Yes, going through his paintings, looking for something about his art. There's a lot of drawings and carvings and paintings and like wood paneling and stuff. And yeah, there are a lot of full-scale like paintings done at the site of only those standing stones. Some of you here have encountered before.
Including Jack, so he knows them pretty well.
Yeah, they're very much those. Who did you encounter those with again for the listeners?
I think it was me and Asher.
You and Asher did something bad.
Wait, those are the standing stones, not the ones we encountered during the game, but the ones before the game, right? 'Cause
That's
those
right.
are 2 different standing stones.
The fairy
Not the
circle.
not the elven ones, the fairy ones, because
Yeah,
they're totally
fairy.
different.
Yeah.
All right, and now I'm going to jump over, going counterclockwise to Radu. What did you find?
I found a diary. Adult diaries. Roddy found diaries that apparently he slowly over time became increasingly erratic and mad.
Yes, his personal journals start out pretty okay. There's like a collection of them because he has a bookshelf and stuff. But near the end, when they just stop, he gets more erratic and more serial killery. Until eventually it's just pages with him writing itchy hungry on it over and over again.
Well, rabies.
It was me all along.
Phineas.
I found that in his workshop there were a lot of quality handmade tools.
Yes, you were trying to look at his day-to-day life and what he liked. All of these tools are of impeccable quality. Like, they were made really well. They have a lot of care done to them. They look professionally made. And they're all handmade. He made them all.
Wow.
So, like, everything here, like, he didn't buy them or he didn't use anything substandard. He spent his time making everything. And then, we cut to Asher, coming out of that pond with a waterlogged chest. What did you find?
For the second time, I found a chest underwater. I found a dagger, a witch dagger. What does it look like?
It looks like a crisp knife. Like it has a long, narrow, triangular blade, and there is almost sometimes what looks like almost Celtic serpents scored into it, made of silver, with their fangs kind of making like little triangle marks on the outside of the blade. And it is wrapped in leather and has like bone finishing to it.
All right, and additionally, I found a journal, and I have no idea what it says. So
It is a journal from what's his name? Lyson. I'm so bad with names that I make. It is one of Lyson's journals that's a little waterlogged, but has enough writing on it that details him encountering the supernatural during his adult years, and with the help of a witch, they went through killing some dark elves that lived in the forest, some fae.
okay.
So the five of you, now in the late evening, reconvene in the cavern.
I'm starting a fire in the fireplace.
Yeah, we
There's a
should
fire.
stay in his cabin overnight.
There are animals hanging on the wall, like hunting trophies and stuff, with like their large, sharp horns. The shadow like glinting off of them, making crazy shapes on the walls in the firelight.
If the deer starts laughing at us, I'm really.
You can't leave. There are trees out there.
No, I know, but I'm gonna call the people who made Evil Dead and have them sue you.
So also, did you fulfill your aspiration for trying to find something profitable here? Because I think the dagger's worth something.
I mean, it is. If I sold it.
I mean, it's a profit either way, you just didn't realize it.
I suppose so, yeah. It's
All right.
made of silver and stuff.
There you go. You can sell this dagger.
Or I can keep it, and it's silver, so it's fancy and worth something.
Your net worth has increased.
Yeah. Alright.
I guess I found more clues about the guy, the ghost, and so on.
You did? You want to talk about? Oh, yeah, you did. You got more beats in the pile.
Huzzah!
You guys are getting super competent.
I don't have any idea though still of why he went nuts.
I mean,
Fairies.
I think we should read the journal side by side and see if we can place when in his diary the supernatural journal occurs. And see if maybe it's his brushings with the supernatural that drive him insane.
I guess we also
Or
take,
maybe
take his journal where he was starting to go mad, compared with his other journal we found in Krezk, also about him getting mad, and like see what the time
Got a fifth clue
Start
from the
to-
previous adventure.
so to narrow down the timeline of everything between those two.
Do you guys want to talk to adult him?
Well, I guess we
Or
have.
do you want to ask me questions before you go into the interview?
Here I do, actually. You're knowledgeable of witch stuff, yeah?
I know.
Suspicions.
I know a few old wives' tales and things.
Kind of holds that dagger up, blade side down. What do you think of this? Just hand it over.
Just quickly, he quickly Radu fumbles into his pouch and pulls out a regular normal penny and hands it to you.
What is this for?
You never ever give someone a knife without, even temporarily, without receiving payment for it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm keeping it. So yeah, he'll just hand over the blade.
Okay, so I'll take a look at the.
Ooh, how knowledgeable is your character, or what kind of occult or academics does he have?
I have occult 3 and with a specialty in superstitions.
Into the cult.
Okay.
Your specialty in superstitions.
The good news is knows all sorts of weird stuff about the occult. The bad news is he's a bit of an idiot.
I'm just waiting for you to hand the knife back, and then he'd have to give you a penny, and it'll be tarnished, because
Take the penny.
you have to take it now.
Eat
So
it.
I got 2 successes. So a success.
The knife comes from Tempest. Tempest is a country to the north that is known to be kind of a sweltering kind of rainforest climate, full of goblins and fae, that has witch hunts and purges and Salem-style trials almost constantly.
Oh.
But it looks like it's a witch dagger. It's like a Satan dagger.
Thing. Great. Oh yes, this may have belonged to the witch mentioned in the diaries. It's from the north. There is an area. There is much witch activity and the fighting of fae.
Huh.
It specifically belongs to the goddess. Well, you don't really know the name very well, but it's like Halion or Halen.
Okay, I'll mention.
It's kind of a bastardization.
I'll mention that, and be careful if you try to sell this. That you be very careful who you sell this to. It will not be taken well by many churches.
Hala is the name.
That's the one.
Holla holla.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
For 10 years we've made that joke every time. Every time.
Makes sense.
Hala. Every time.
They're considered benevolent-ish, aren't they? So this is like a witch hunter's dagger, or like.
It's a Hala dagger, which means it's not a witch hunter's, it's a witch's.
He did employ a witch, though. Clearly, she was trying to help him. So.
Well, help is from a witch may be not perhaps the most.
They found common enemies.
And noticed that this dagger was at the bottom of the thing. That his relationship with the witch may not have ended well.
Or he didn't want people finding out he colluded with one.
Yeah.
So, a coin.
Oh, yeah. He hands you one of those pennies.
Yep.
There you go. You got a bad penny. You took a bad penny?
Hmm?
You
That's
accepted
what
it?
he gave it.
Yeah, all his pennies are like that. All
I
those
mean,
Ravenclaws.
did you give him a tarnished penny, or did you give him a cursed penny?
How can you tell?
How can you tell?
I mean,
Good.
you can tell.
I'm just going to take note of that you've
Whoa,
accepted
it
it.
looks like this.
Just going to accept that you took one of those.
I've been fucking in Brack Brooks so often that, they're probably all tarnished. Sorry, I can't give you a shiny one. I'm sure if you polish it up, it'll look real nice.
Welcome to your doom. Welcome to your tape.
Punch me in the face.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yes?
He does.
Okay. I
There-
drop
the-
the dagger after he hits me, and I take the shot.
Okay, yeah, I'll just punch him.
All right.
I don't need any answers or anything like that.
Take a bashing.
Yep.
Oh no.
Does that count as getting the fight? No.
Yes.
Wasn't really much of a
It's
fight.
only one, right? I don't get another.
Ask
I get another, right?
I'll get another.
Oh, it appears I have been knocked silly. There is a dagger lying on the floor.
Oh, you should pick that up. I mean, you dropped it, right?
Don't litter in this man's
I'm just
house.
fucking
Don't
with
litter.
you. I'm just fucking with you. He'll take it back.
If you look over the knife, now that you've taken it back, there are approximately 13 individual snakes carved into the blade.
It's considered a bad number anywhere, I guess.
Yeah, but it's what's in Hala's holy symbol. 13 snakes.
Snakes and the number 13. What the fuck, Helen?
Right?
It's a witch. It's witching people. I guess there's not much to be found in the chest or the basement.
There's so much to be found in the chest in the basement.
Well, let's I guess investigate that before we interview the ghost.
The more clues, the better.
The chest is full of traveling gear and heavy like chains and shackles and stuff, and some like carved statues.
Anything particular about those statues? Are they?
They have those standing stone symbols all over them.
Yeah, obvious.
And you're gonna go into the basement. Well,
We.
We.
me. Whoa.
Not that music, Devon. No.
The basement door creaks open like the little trap door, and it's like very steep steps to walk down. Are you all going down?
Oh, sure. Rattle, you can take the front.
Do it.
Down you go.
Nursing his jaw.
It's a cellar. It's a very big cellar too. Like it's really easy to carve out a cellar once you build a house on top of it. So there are shelves and tables down here. It's a little grimier. Looks like this place was used for tanning. So like the first kind of areas like shelving and tables, and there's that kind of earthy smell of like dried animal blood down here. Like tools on racks and like water buckets and stuff.
Well, I hope it's. I don't find anything people related here. I guess I look things over and see whether there's any people parts.
There are not people parts.
A creepy doll with one eye.
A man with a golden eyeball. What do you guys have for light?
Lanterns.
Lanterns, yeah.
Perfect. So there's 3 ways to go in this basement. Like 3 distinct bits to it. Are y'all going to go as one big group? You going to split up?
What are the ways, Devon?
What?
What are the ways?
There are 3 ways.
Okay.
So is this like bigger than the cabin?
A little bit, yeah. It's fairly easy to kind of dig on a nice big kind of basement if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, we should probably stick together.
You speak from experience, Devon. Can't be on murder halls.
Sure, let's stick together if it's
Yeah.
big enough for us to
Okay.
move together.
Alright, you stick together and don't split up to get murdered?
Stop!
Yeah.
Yeah, creepy music. We better stick together.
One of the rooms is just full of preserves. It's just lined with shelves. It's cold and earthy down here, and it's just preserves and vegetables and like root stuff and like things that have been sugared and canned.
Fruits.
Yeah, not even stuff that like he. There's a lot of stuff here that looks like isn't native to the area. It looks like he might have gotten trade towns and stuff.
I'm taking one.
Sure. There's also a chest underneath like a bench that's full of like petty cash. Like it looks like he has rat tails and like raven claws. Like raven claws are the golds or are they the silvers?
Silvers.
Silvers, yeah, silvers. He looks like he kept his money down here where no one would find it.
Very sane person thing to do.
Another room is a larger tanning rack. It's racks upon racks of canvas and animal hide that have been stretched and kind of left to rot. Looks like this is where he made his like easels and stuff. You can kind of get lost behind them. It's kind of like that scene from every horror movie where they have the clothesline out and there's like layers of them. So if you like turn around and it goes away, there's a monster there.
Do I want to think about what kind of animal those canvases are made of?
Deer. Looks like deer.
Okay.
Small game. You were asking what kind of lifestyle he led here. It looks like he mostly ate fish and grew like small fruits and vegetables out in his garden and his solarium and herbs. But the large amounts of stuff he would like have to go to town to get periodically. It was fairly self-sustaining here, but he would have to, supplement from town.
Yeah,
With
so
work.
I'm guessing there's no indication of him actually hunting the game himself, right? Because none of that came up actually.
There are tools for that. There's like bows and arrows down here. It looks like he was fairly bad at making them himself, but he's able to buy them.
Okay.
But it's not hard for like a hunter to learn how to make their own cheap
Yeah.
bow and just knock off a deer.
Plus traps and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And the kind of last kind of split off from the tanning room is a room that looks like it's carved out of soapstone. Like looks like there's a deposit here, and then he just started picking into it. And the ceiling itself is moist, like it might be under the lake or the pond. And this whole room is carved with faces. Like blank,
Oh, that's not creepy.
blank mannequin faces made out of the stone and floor and ceiling.
I guess we're getting flashback from when we went to the underground and there was that room full of people parts and such.
A little.
Asher goes a little dull-eyed and just kind of walks back to the entrance of this room.
And right down the middle of the floor, there's a crack, like a quake happened here recently, and in the back corner, furthest away from the entrance, it opens up enough that it's like you can kind of shimmy your way down, and you can feel wind pressure changing down there, and like blasts of cold, briny air coming up, like it leads deeper.
We're gonna have to investigate that.
I suppose so.
There's a pattern to the air, almost like it's breathing.
Oh.
Should keep an eye.
Let us go.
Should keep an eye on the door to the cellar while we sleep tonight.
Unless we investigate tonight.
I can't.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't wanna.
Okay. Well, let's put something heavy on that trapdoor like it was. And
We should prepare for the night. Yes.
Yeah.
So, you guys have found what's in the basement.
madness.
Yeah. You got a few more clues, context. Do you want to speak to adult license?
We could. Ask me what the fuck is in the basement.
What's in the box?
I'm gonna have to leave you guys to that.
You're gonna head out?
Yeah.
In that case, there is no better cliffhanger than that.
Okay.
We could dive right into that next session. So, how does giving out beats work? Do I just give you guys a beat?
Automatic beats.
Pardon?
Automatic beats for everybody.
Aha! Automatic beats for everyone. We'll divvy that up. Alright, you start counting. Yeah, so you guys have enough clues so you could basically make a serial killer profile of adult Lyzan, someone who, with his journals and writing and art, was a fairly normal, well, maybe abnormal person before he went right off the deep end. He appeared to have had an adventure in his life at some point.
Oh no, no adventures again.
Something happened to him that involved witches and fairies and weird things and a crack in his basement.
Let's go down there, guys, and let's risk some breaking points. 21.
How many? 21 beats?
Yep.
Which divided between the four of you.
An experience and a bit to spare.
Look at that, from a whole session of just nightmares. You guys all got next. No, don't put them away on camera, you bastard. Anyway, we will now wrap up, and we're on a cliffhanger, listeners, and you love cliffhangers-ish. So, I was Devin,
Mark?
Tyler?
Kevin?
And Peter.
and this is sponsored by Nobody, signing off.